This is a 1955 Chevrolet Handyman wagon. It's got the glass in the back and actually painted right now because it's got a few cracks in it, and the guys we got it from, they actually just kind of wanted it to have that like sedan delivery look. But I'm actually glad that it's got glass in the back. It makes it a little bit more valuable than a sedan delivery. She's got a Camaro front clip, tilt steering wheel. It's got a good shifting transmission. I mean, man, this thing drives really good. Power steering, power disc brakes. I mean, it just drives down the road perfectly straight. One finger driver. Camaro rear end, wood gears, cruising car. Squirrel. Did you get him? Kamikaze squirrel. No. So, this thing just drives really, really good. It does have a touch of pull on the brakes. They probably just need to be dialed in. Like I said, it does have disc brakes, so dialing it in would be really easy. Right now it's sitting at 160. I think it has 160 thermostat on it. Good oil pressure. It's got a nice sounding exhaust. Sounds like it's got a little licking cam in it. No smoke. It's a good running little car. Nice clean sounding engine. Like I said, power steering. It's got a billet pulley system. Power brakes. They are disc. Shut that off real quick. No, Jason just went through it electrically, fixed the lights. They're working. I just turned those on. I believe the turn signals work. Brake lights, running lights in the back work. I get made fun of around the shop because these guys always hear me saying, I wish I could keep this one. I wish I could keep this one. For the money, I've actually had a couple of two-door wagons in the past 3 or 4 months. I've gotten into the wagons. I've had a couple 57s. I've had a sedan delivery. I had another Handyman wagon that was really nice. It was about $25,000. But there's something about this one. It's a 55. It needs a few little things. It's got a little bit of rust on it, but the price is so killer. I mean, these things are really hard to find. In fact, I did a search last night. I was looking on classiccars.com, eBay, a couple different places, and I'm finding 4-doors, rust buckets, not even running for $5 and $6 grand. And man, this thing's like this thing is right now mechanically in daily driver condition. This is a daily driver rat rod style, kind of a old school hot rod, rundown hot rod looking car. Like I said before, Camaro front end, independent front suspension, power disc brakes, power steering. The body seems to be on the outside, walking around it, for the most part, rust free. A couple of minor little bubbles, but it's got a good straight body. The doors are closing straight. Got a couple of little tiny bubbles right here. Got some rash there. It's missing the handle, but it does work. In fact, Glenn's got a screwdriver. He's going to open this up for me as I keep walking around. Would you open the back up for me, buddy? Sure. It's got a set of centerline wheels. Yeah, we're just putting it just needs the handle kit, which I think costs about $25. Like I said, body pretty good and straight. A little bit of rust bubbles here on the outside. But overall, the top and the body panels are looking good, and I'm gonna say the body is 95% rust free on the outside. Top looks good. Okay, The windshield's in good shape, no cracks or anything like that. The rest of the glass in the car is cracked up. I believe that's why the previous owner, part of the reason why they painted it black. With the black paint on it, it looks really cool. It gives it kind of a cool hot rod look, and you can't see the cracks in the windows at all. But the glass will need to be replaced. Window regulator rolls up on this side, but the driver's side is also needing to be replaced. It's got a like a 80s model, some sort of a Chevrolet handle that's recessed, and that looks really cool. Just kind of give it a hot rod look.
Push the bottom one.
Push it from the inside.
Yeah, sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't.
Okay, yeah, it's because that handle needs to be done. I'll be right there, Glenn. Let me finish this up right here. So the door panels, you know, are older on it. Nice thing is it has an unmolested dashboard. I really like that a lot. It's got the old speaker grill. Uncut stereo box, which is great. You can put an aftermarket replacement style stereo in it without cutting the dash. Like I said, it does have tilt steering. It's got a couple of seats in it, armrests out of what look like probably some sort of a Chevrolet, probably a truck like a Silverado, bucket seats. I love the backs of these things. Part of the reason I'm so attached to these or attracted to these. Now this vehicle was made to have a back seat, and it's missing. We do not have the back seat.
It's on the bottom.
Well, we had it open a minute ago, and when I slammed it, I may have closed it.
Yeah, usually the bottom comes down first, then the top.
Yeah, we had it open a minute ago.
Yeah, I can hear the latch mechanism.
So that's fine. You can see that it's open in the photographs, and obviously it's just something else that needs to be fixed. So, I mean, it still is a project vehicle, and it's good. It's good, Glenn. I got it in the still photos. The headliner looks really good on it. Let's get this thing backed off macro. There we go. Headliner looks really good. And the back glass is in good shape too. So it's just the side glass pieces. In fact, even the vents work. Little regulators on there work good. See that? And the little vent glasses are actually in good shape. It drives cruising down the road really good right now. Let's take a look at the underneath. It's got some rust on it underneath. Now, I haven't noticed any frame rust on the car. Of course, the front clip's newer, out of a newer Camaro, so it's not going to have any rust. I haven't noticed any leaks in the engine or transmission. Now, the rocker panels are rusted out on the inside. The outer panels look good down the car. I don't even see any bubbles. Inside, you've got rust down the rockers. The nice thing is, this is an easy thing to replace on the car. Floor pans have got some rust in them with some patches inside. The frame rails are in good shape. There's your frame. There's your frame right there, all the way down. Flowmaster exhaust. Once again, I'll show you the frame right here. It's in good shape. You got some surface rust on there, but I don't see any rust holes at all or any decay of any kind. Back quarters look good on this side. Back quarters look good on that side. No rust there. The original tire holder has got a little bit of rust on it like that, but it's not hole. There's one tiny little hole there, but other than that, it looks pretty good. And actually, that looks like it might have been a patch that was put on years back. There's a fuel tank in the back. And the same thing on this side. Your frame rails are in good shape. A little flower there. Floor pans, some patches on there, a little bit of rust in floor pans. And then down your rockers. Like I said, the outside, probably a little bit of Bondo right there going down. And then your rockers right there are rusted out. This would make an easy rat rod, and it would make a really inexpensive one too for wagons. These wagons just The Tri-5 wagons, 55, 56, 57. It just, there's your floor pan rust right there with a patch on the inside. They're just so high dollar, especially the Nomads, getting up in the 50s and $60,000 range. So I think this is a great way to buy into a wagon. If you're looking for one, it's a great way to buy into a running, driving project car. Or if you're into like rat rods and stuff and you just want to rod it out, you wouldn't do a whole lot to it. Fill the back with speaker equipment. You know, you throw your lawn chairs back there, take this thing to the car shows, just cruise around. It's just got a really, really cool look to it. And kind of is the kind of vehicle, like, to each his own on this vehicle. I could say what I might do to it. I probably wouldn't do a whole lot to it, to be honest with you. I'd probably drive it kind of like it is. I would probably put a new front bumper on it because it's missing. Actually, if I could find an old rusty front bumper, I might put that on here. And I'd probably rat rod this car out. You could do that and have less than 10 grand and have a really, really cool daily driver. So here it is, running and driving, ready to go. I think somebody's gonna really have a lot of fun with this thing.